The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and I'll tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Back deep for the Bucks, their speedster Trey Palmer. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. To throw it here on 1st down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch. And
Bucky Irving. The speed on display. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucks will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So after 1, the Bucks have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And the lefty Penix on first down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Atlanta.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He'll throw it left and has his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucks. This will be a 46-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucks will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw. It's Penix. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. Again, it's Penix. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, K.J. Britt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That is caught to the goal line and in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. Past midfield. Look at him go. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 97 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. That pickup good for 29 yards.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bucks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Falcons send their punting unit out as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
We spend a lot of time recognizing and praising the performance of a lot of these skill players, and rightfully so. But, Mike, the blocking and the performance of the big guys up front, that is the reason this offense continues to operate at such a high level. He has all the time in the world to stand there in the pocket and continue to find open targets downfield in the passing game.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. He is in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons are able to cut the deficit to 10. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down is Mayfield. A dangerous throw, but got it complete over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with a sack.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that'll set up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This returnable with Palmer. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards this third quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. I mean, you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Penix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Penix on 3rd down. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made He got beyond it.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first down, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. To throw again, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
This one complete to Washington. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Falcons first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. And the lefty Penix on first down. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Here we go, first and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one caught at the 4.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Often, not much of a chance.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They send Godwin in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now Mayfield. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You know, as they say, hindsight being 20/20, but they probably would have been better off just leaning on the ground game to close this one out. Instead, they decided to put the ball in the air, and now in the blink of an eye, all the pressure suddenly shifts to their defense to try to close this one out.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Now on second and long. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, Penix. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. Here comes second down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Big play coming up. This is third down. Mayfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Pick it up.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Baker to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake.